Welcome back and welcome to my Reading Rush vlog and wrap up. I did film my progress throughout the week, so I will show you that footage first of all, and then I will come right back and tell you how each of my books met the different challenges, how many pages I read and how many books that I read. Enjoy! So it is the Reading Rush day one. It is midnight on Sunday where I am. And I am very tired. It has been a very long Sunday, so I'm just kind of getting in, hence the pajamas with the earrings look and a little bit of lipstick left that's going on. If you haven't seen my Reading Rush TBR, I will link it up above so you can see what my aims are for the week if you want before watching this vlog. I really want to get in the bath, so even though it's late I'm going to do that and listen to a little bit of audiobook, and then maybe read a little bit before bed. But to be honest, I'm just going to struggle to keep my eyes open. Once this video goes up as well, I will be linking my video challenges and my Instagram and blog are in the description box, so if you want to go and see the Instagram challenges that I did and any progress I listed on my blog, you can go and visit me on there as well. As I mean to go on with a nice bath. Oh yes. So it's Monday morning and I'm heading out for the day. I did listen to some of my book with purple on the cover on audiobook last night before going to bed. It's really good so far. So as you can see, I've just got in the car. I need to get where I'm going, and so I'm going to be listening to some more. And I've got my purple earrings on just in support of my purple cover read. I will be doing the video challenge later today, and I will be doing the Instagram challenge at some point today as well. I need to see how I can make that work being out and about. We'll see. So I'm back in the car again, listening to some audiobook. Done breakfast, on my way to work, so naturally I'm gonna go and grab a coffee because yeah, it feels like a long week already and it's not even midday on Monday. It's time for the German audiobook portion of Monday. So it is day 2 of the readathon. Yes, I'm sitting in the car again. I've managed a little bit of audiobook on the journey. I'm still really enjoying it. I'm hoping that I'll get a chance to finish it today. I realised that I didn't post my TBR video before posting my day 1 challenge. I don't know how that happened because I sat down and made it. It was all ready to go. So I've posted that with my day 2. Again, it's probably going to be a bit of an audiobook in the car kind of day, but we'll see if we can get some other reading done. You never know. I'll keep you updated. So I'm just walking to get some lunch, and I actually have time for some lunch today, so I have time to do some reading. So I need to pick, I didn't bring a book with me because I didn't expect to have this time, so I need to pick an audiobook, so that should be fun. Obviously by audiobook I mean ebook, because listening to my audiobook in the car. So it's only day 2 and I've already deviated from my TBR because I ended up with an ebook. I picked up a different book for the challenge of reading an author's first book, so I started reading Living My Best Life by Claire Frost, which I had pre-ordered on ebook and so has just hit my Kindle. I then had a Kindle disaster of it running out of battery, so then I had to read it on my phone. But yeah, now it's back to work with some coffee. It's gonna be fine. I hope that you've noticed that my earrings are Reading Rush inspired colours this week. Committed to the theme. So I am just back from work and we've got about 30 minutes before we have to go out again. So I'm going to be picking up this beauty in the physical proof form that I have. So I've read it on my Kindle and my phone and in physical proof as well. So yeah, some pretty good reading, as well as doing some audiobook on the way home from work. So all the possible forms of reading today. yeah, maybe, you know, I'll come home and pick up my graphic novel just to really solidify the fact that I'm reading across multiple genres. I am, of course, using my Reading Rush bookmark to see where I got up to in this one, because I was able to translate it across from the Kindle. So let's see. Good morning, it is day 3 of the readathon. I have my official Reading Rush coffee, I have my breakfast, so I am ready to read. A little update. Yesterday I finished listening to I Wish You All the Best by Mason Deaver. You've all read this book, right? Because you should have done. Its own voices, it's truthful, it's raw, it's honest, it's amazing, and it's so romantic as well. I was just sat there getting all the butterflies for the characters in this novel. Oh, it was just so good. And I read 50% on Monday, 50% on Tuesday, so that works out really nicely in terms of my getting through my book with purple on the cover. I've completed one challenge. I posted my video challenge yesterday. I did my Instagram challenge yesterday. I'm thinking about today's challenges. I think that today's video challenge will have to be up this evening because it's a cooking challenge and I haven't got time to do that before I go to work. I also started, if you've seen from my updates yesterday, Living My Best Life, and I got to page 76. I don't know why I didn't stop at the end of a chapter. Oh, because I was reading when we were out at trivia. So I'll definitely get to the end of that chapter, but I read to page 76 using my official Reading Rush bookmark. Still committing to the Reading Rush earrings, so now I'm going to do some breakfast reading, which will be nice. Be nice to just be in for half an hour and read for breakfast, and then yeah, time to go to work. But I also did start listening to another audiobook, so I wasn't quite ready to go to sleep when I finished my audiobook, which I thought I would be. I was like, I can manage. So I picked something else that actually was on my July TBR, unlike this one that I ended up reading, and I've just remembered now, I forgot to put my Kindle on charge. Okay, Kindle will be charging at home today and I'll be taking this book with me. Yes, so I picked this one because I did have another July TBR book on my Kindle, but it's something that I would like to read not when I've got a minute for lunch here or I'm waiting for something here. It's something that I would like to sit down and read when I can just be sitting here and reading. So that's why I deviated a little bit. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's do some reading. Okay, that's that chapter finished. It's time to go to work. So I just had a bit more lunchtime reading. I'm up to page 186 in Living My Best Life now. It's really good. I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad I got a chance to read over lunch and get another chunk done. It's very hot and very bright here. I will probably listen to some more audiobook on my way home later this evening when I'm done with work. And I listened to like about 4 minutes of it earlier on the way to work. But yeah, we'll see how I get on. I also need to go and buy the ingredients to make my stuff for today's video challenge, so that should be fun. Gym and audiobook. It's actually light outside for once when I'm going to the gym. That never happens. It's very hot in here. Of course, I have my Enchanted Fandoms bottle with me, as always. So yeah, just a casual one to just do some reading whilst moving, because that's important in a readathon. I did my gym, we've had dinner, and now I'm ready to settle in with some reading. I have some half-caff coffee going on because I don't want too much caffeine before bed. And not only do I keep up with the reading rush, like mint and purple colours with my earrings during the day, my pajamas also match with the colours, so I am staying fully on brand this week. I'm going to read some more of Living My Best Life. I am just about halfway through. Obviously, been using my matching Reading Rush bookmark. Pull it out just far enough that I don't lose my place. So good. So I was hoping to do some reading sprints, but there's none happening right now. I'm like, oh, I just need to like set aside some time to read, and we'll be okay. So I got up to page 276 in Living My Best Life, which means I've got just under 100 pages left, but my eyes are now closing, so I'm going to take my audiobook and go to bed. Right, this morning I have filmed and I'm just editing my day 4 challenge. I have read a little bit more of Living My Best Life. I haven't had time to finish it, so maybe that's a job for when I get a moment today. I've got like 60 pages left. I have put my book with 5 words in my bag in case I get a chance to read it today, because you never know, you always have to be prepared. And I also have an audiobook that landed today that I'm ready to read, but I might have to wait and get back to that later because, you know, work, life. So yeah, welcome to day 4. Roll on days 5, 6 and 7. I am working tomorrow, but you know, Friday night's Friday night, and yeah, I'm gonna have an earlier start tomorrow as well though, so anyway, yeah, so there's my daily update for you. We'll see how it goes. Some more lunchtime reading. Even my cup is in keeping with the Reading Rush colours. I've got like 50 pages of this left, and I do have a backup book if I finish this. So exciting. And yeah, got a cookie because I'm feeling the need for a little bit of sugar. I just got in from work. I am finally going to make a start on Wild Women audiobook. I was going to do my sitting in the one place read, but I might save that either for tomorrow or for the weekend, because I really want to do Wild Women, and then I can either carry on with my other audiobook or I can start my new paperback that I took out with me today, because I did finish Living My Best Life, but I didn't have time to start My Life as an Ice Cream Sandwich, just because it almost worked out perfectly that I had enough time at lunchtime to finish it. I loved it. I need to go away and write my review now. That's always the thing with a readathon, isn't it? So many reviews. At the end of a readathon, they need to have like a review-a-thon, or that we get extra badges for writing reviews as we go along. I don't know. I just ordered some new jeans and they came, so I thought I would show them quickly. I like cropped Disney jeans, and then they have Mickey Mouse on the back pocket, and they just fit really nicely, and I really like the length. So once we start getting cooler weather again, I'll be able to wear them. So it's the end of day 4. I've just been to the gym and made a decent dent in my audiobook after not being able to kind of get to it this evening. I've managed to get to it. I was going to get in the bath and read one of my other books, but I'm so close to finishing the audiobook that I am just going to chill and listen to that, which is fine because, you know, I'm tired. I have tired eyes. So that will be 2 books finished today, and I'll be ready to carry on listening to the Jane Austen diet tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah, I'll come and let you know if I finish Wild Women, because I'm enjoying it. And it's that thing where she's just said this line about how Milky Ways are called the same thing here, but they're not the same thing. They don't taste the same. I'm like, yes, Milky Ways and Three Musketeers and Mars bars is like all interchangeable. It's crazy. I like books that deal with the differences that I found in my own life. It's always fun. But so far, everything that I've read has been a 5-star read. Everything I've finished. Jane Austen diet won't be a 5-star read, but this is definitely going to be a 5-star read, unless in the last hour of the book everything goes to shit. So we're hoping not, fingers crossed. But yeah, here is my lovely Black Rose bath bombed bath, and we're ready to get in and do some reading. So it's Friday night. I'm in the car again because, you know, I've just finished work. It's Friday night. You can really tell it's Friday night. I look like it's Friday night. I'm going to go and get a pedicure, maybe a manicure. I haven't decided. And yeah, reading so far today has been a little slow going. I managed to listen to some more audiobook, which was cool. And then I started My Life as an Ice Cream Sandwich. This was at lunchtime, and I was really struggling to keep my eyes open at lunchtime, so I might hopefully go back to that later. I may have a little nap, who knows. And then, as you'll have seen, I also started reading I can't talk, The Fault in Our Stars, which was should have read it last year, book to movie, and obviously I'll have a book versus movie video coming up on that one. So I'm probably about as far into My Life as an Ice Cream Sandwich and The Fault in Our Stars as the other one. Yeah, you understand, you get me. Let's go get a pedicure. Let's sit still and not talk for a little while. Let's do that. So now I've had some dinner and a cup of tea that I made in today's challenge. I'm feeling a little bit more like I can actually sit down and read. Had some dinner and watched some TV, so that was like cleansing and relaxing at the same time. So I'm going to do my read a book sitting in the same place challenge, and I'm hoping that I can just read this in one sitting because this is a graphic novel, and I've just realised that I got the title of this wrong in my TBR. So this would also count as not only a non-human main character and reading a book in the same place, but it would also count as the title with more than 5 words, because it's After You Are Gone, We Are Here Forever. I just thought it was called We Are Here Forever. Clearly didn't read that properly. So yeah, so this is actually tea in this cup. It's not the tea from the challenge earlier. It's the tea. It's the tea I just made. But yeah, matching. Still got the earrings on, and I don't know if you noticed this, but yeah, fully committing to this. Fully committing to it. Let's read some graphic novel. Cheers. So we have another challenge completed. I read this sitting in the one place. Has non-human main characters, and it has more than 5 words in the title, so 3 challenges completed. There are some very cute moments in this one, and it's really interesting because it's a kind of social commentary as well. But it's individual stories, which makes it like more of a page turner, because it's individual stories. So you're like, oh, here's a story, here's another story, and probably by the time you're watching this, this will already be out. This comes out on the 30th of July, not 31st of July, 30th of July, here from Quirk Books. So possibly by the time you're watching this, I'll have a review up on my blog as well, which is of course always linked in the description box. So it is Friday night. I just need to decide whether I'm going to go for an audiobook now or whether I'm going to read some more of The Fault in Our Stars. I think while I'm on a sitting and reading point right now, I'll see how far I can get with that one. We'll see. So I read about 35 pages of this earlier, different edition. That was at work, this is at home. And I was reminded just how strongly you can hear John Green's voice coming through this one. It's like reading it, I can hear him reading it on YouTube, and yeah, it's just like, oh yeah. And I'd forgotten just how much some of this makes me laugh as well. So I'm ready to have my heart broken though. You know how it is with this book. When you find yourself getting more and more horizontal on the sofa, you know it's time to get up and make another coffee. I am reading this and I'm like, I'm really looking forward to watching the movie and, you know, gathering my thoughts on the book versus movie. And I'm also remembering it the first 2 times I read it, which were in quite close succession. I think I read it in like 2012, and then I read it again right before the film came out. I remember reading this edition sitting on my sofa in my flat right before the movie came out. Like, we had tickets to see the movie. It's nice memories. It's like bringing back some memories and also some memories of the movie. I haven't watched the movie again since we saw it in the cinema, even though I own the Blu-ray. So I really am looking forward to watching that. Really am. Right, more coffee. Good morning and welcome to day 5 of the reading rush. I did finish my audiobook last night, may have fallen asleep a little bit, but I finished it, so that's cool. So that's something else from my July TBR that was kind of in the rest of the reading rush TBR. In terms of the actual TBR books, I'm considering not bumping, but like taking off My Life as an Ice Cream Sandwich, because I'm not sure if a readathon is the best time to read that. I might pick it up again today, but I've already picked it up twice and I'm not even 50 pages into it yet, and I'm like, I feel like I want to maybe come at this fresh. I don't know, that's my considerations. So last night I didn't get that much further with The Fault in Our Stars. I'm on page 75, so I'm going to finish this morning. Like the way I say that so confidently, I'm going to finish this morning. What have I got? That is not. Yeah, it's about 300 pages, so I've got 225 more to go. And then watch the movie, and then pick up one of my other July TBRs. I also need to choose a new audiobook, because even if I don't get it finished during the readathon, I need to have an audiobook on the go. It's not going to work if I don't, my life isn't going to work if I don't have an audiobook on the go. I just made some coffee. I went with a pot this morning since I can like lounge around a little bit. It was so nice not having to get up with an alarm for the first time in like 3 weeks. It was so good. I shall taste this actually, because I've not tried this one before. This is S'more time, and it did smell amazing when I was opening the packet and then grinding the beans. I made it strong. I made it strong. That's actually really nice. It tastes creamy. The coffee can taste creamy. So I'm gonna have some breakfast. I'm gonna read some more of The Fault in Our Stars and then get dressed and make today's video. Yeah, I need to actually take stock. I can't remember where I've got to with my challenges. I did my book sitting in the one place. I did my non-human main character. I actually did I do 2 books I meant to read last year? Because I feel like I picked up something else that I meant to read last year. No. Fault in Our Stars is a book I went to read last year, and booked a movie, so they're in progress. Yeah, same place, non-human main character, purple on the cover, I did. More than 5 words in the title. And then the other one is to read 7 books. So I did I Wish You All the Best, Wild Women, Living My Best Life, After You're Gone We Are Here Forever, the Jane Austen Diet. And I'm in the middle of The Fault in Our Stars and My Life as an Ice Cream Sandwich. So once I finish The Fault in Our Stars, I only have another book left to go. And I have read 5-star books as well. That's kind of why, I don't know, I'm really torn about My Life as an Ice Cream Sandwich. This has been a long ramble. Let's do some reading. So I'm currently reading at the Reading Rush Live Instagram reading. I've got my snack, I've got my book, and we're all reading. It's really cool. It's a different experience. So I just finished my reread of The Fault in Our Stars. I finished it alone. It's never a good idea, is it? It's the first time I read this book, I liked it. The second time, I liked it more. This time, I loved it. I think it made me cry more this time. And I'm like, I was just gonna jump right into the film, but now I'm not so sure it's a good idea. I think I want to though, even though I know I'm gonna cry again. I think I want to, and then I can make a better comparison in my book versus movie video. Yeah, it's time to put the film on. Sorry, this has been like a somber update. Yeah. Oh, that was so romantic. Just, yeah. It's happening. It's gonna happen. Oh no. Oh no. So I am just back from the gym. Oh look, you can see my like filming setup there. And I decided to stop listening to my audiobook. I decided I was not liking it. I will collect my thoughts and explain why I decided to not finish it in my wrap up. I feel like right now it's just too raw and I'm like, I hate everything about it, which I probably don't. But right now, yeah, no, not finishing that one. It's a shame it happened in the middle of a readathon, but that's life. And I have like all these other books over here on the shelf that I want to read over that book. So that is gone. That is out of my reading rush. That is out of my life. So yeah, I just watched a little bit of Love Island. And now we're going to have dinner, and then I'm going to have a shower, and then I'm going to get on with another book. Decide whether I'm going to carry on with My Life as an Ice Cream Sandwich and try and kind of finish it tonight so I can do another one tomorrow, or if I'm going to start another one. Decisions. So welcome to day 7 of the readathon. It's the last day of the readathon. After my DNF last night, I was feeling a little bit like, about my reading choices. Does anyone else get like that? If you're at this point in the video and you're still here, let me know in the comments how not finishing a book makes you feel. I was questioning my choices. So I picked up my Lisa Jewell, The Family Upstairs ebook, and I picked that up at about 10:30 at night, and I read 40% before bed. It was probably bad to read it before bed because some of it's quite scary so far. It's not just a thriller, there's some like scary moments in it. But yeah, I'm happy that I read 40% of that before bed. I don't know whether I'll start a new audiobook today or not. It depends how my day kind of pans out. Just because I don't know if I might just be able to just sit and read that. That might be quite nice. And then just start a new audiobook tomorrow. Non-reading rush audiobook. If I start one today, I'll definitely won't finish it anyway, but I'll let you know. In case you're wondering, this morning's coffee is PB&J coffee, and I hope you're enjoying the purple and teal look. I've gone for a different earring today, just because I think it goes with this jumpsuit better. So I'm going to try this one again as an iced coffee, because I think it could be quite nice as an iced coffee, so we'll see how it tastes. I read another 10% of The Family Upstairs over brunch with my mimosa this morning, so I'm gonna get this on, upload today's video and get back to The Family Upstairs, because you know I'm into it. You know I am into it. Let's give it a go. It's pretty good. This one, I don't feel that you taste the peanut butter at all. You definitely get the fruity jelly, but not the peanut butter. Not really. It's 5 o'clock and I am at 75% of my audiobooks. That's cool. Read a bit over brunch. Taking part in a reading sprint on Twitter, which is quite nice, but my head is very sore. So I've just come through here, and then if I feel like lying down, I can do, but I'm gonna try and push through and finish the book first either way. Try. This will be the last coffee of the readathon. Got me the cranberry light. Why not? This one definitely smells the best. And I do find these ones stronger than the like Blue Mountain and Donut Shop ones, which is sometimes a good thing. It's not always what you want, but it's sometimes good. So my final book of the readathon that I've just closed the past page of is My Life as an Ice Cream Sandwich by Ibi Zoboi. This one comes out on the 27th of August here in the US, and it is a middle grade, well, grade 5 and up, so yeah, middle grade novel. And this counts as my title more than 5 words long challenge, although I ended up reading something else that met that as well, but that's what I put it on the TBR as, so that meets that challenge. And this was 256 pages. I haven't logged it yet because I'm literally filming this at 5 to midnight, because I've just literally finished it. So here's the other books that I read and how it met the challenges very quickly. My first book that I finished, I listened to on audiobook. This was my book with purple on the cover. It also has 5 words or more as the title, and I believe it's the author's first book as well, so it ticks off 3 challenges, and this one was 329 pages. Highly recommend. It was a great start to the week for me. The audiobook is excellent. The hardcover library copy is also excellent. I did download the audiobook from my library too, so kudos to my library for having so many copies of it. Then another audiobook that I listened to that I don't have a physical copy of here was Wild Women by Louise Pentland. This doesn't take off any of the Reading Rush challenges apart from the aim towards reading 7 books. And then in terms of the badge that I got for this one, it was also a 5-star read. And I think this is the book that tipped me over into 1,000 pages because, well, over 1,000 pages, because this one was 400 pages. This one came out in the UK on the 25th of July. I had a pre-order, so I listened to this one on Friday. Also on Friday, I finished off reading Living My Best Life by Claire Frost. This one is already out in ebook, so you can download it on Kindle, or it comes out in September in the UK in paperback. This is this author's first novel, and so it ticks off that challenge. I replaced the other book that I had on my TBR for this challenge with this book because everybody seemed to be reading it, and my pre-order of my Kindle copy came in on Tuesday, so I was like, it's a sign, I have to read this one instead. I loved it. It also ticked off the 5-star book badge, and this one was 362 pages. Then another audiobook that I did that I have a physical copy of is The Jane Austen Diet, which is by Jane Austen and Brian Kozlowski. And this one I did fully on audiobook, but I did have a flick through because there are some like highlighted passages and diagrams and recipes in the actual physical book, and this one comes in at 276 pages and is just something off of my July TBR that I wanted to read and gets me towards the 7 books read goal. Then the book that I had for a non-human main character, and also a book that I was reading sitting in one position, was After You're Gone, We Are Here Forever. This one also ticks off the more than 5 words title challenge, and I did read this in one sitting in one position, and it does have these gorgeous cute little non-human main characters. And in my day 1 challenge I did something with this book as well, so if you haven't seen that video, it will be in the playlist, or you can follow my link that I'll have linked somewhere earlier in the video to that challenge. And this one was 223 pages, and it's a graphic novel, but it's a cool landscape graphic novel, which I think is quite different. Then for my book to movie challenge and book that I was supposed to read last year, or I wanted to read last year challenge, we have The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I also talked about this in my day 7 challenge video, because this originally, when I read it for the first time, was a recommendation that I really loved. I also watched the movie of this one, and I will have a book versus movie video coming up on this channel very soon. I already filmed it straight after reading and watching these two. I literally read the book and straight away put on the Blu-ray, so it was a fresh video. Make sure you subscribe so so you don't miss that one, because I have some thoughts. This one I meant to read last year because I've been meaning to make this book versus movie video for so long, and this was my 3rd reread of the book as well, and this one comes in at 316 pages. Then we have another ebook that was on my July TBR that I read today. I read 40% of it yesterday and the rest today, the other 60%, in case you can't add to 100. And the ebook of this one comes in at 320 pages, and that is The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell, which comes out in the UK on the 8th of August and comes out at the end of October here in the US. I want to say the 26th or the 29th. You know, the number could be inverted, that I've read it wrong. They've got quite different covers but the same title. I loved it. It was kind of almost verging into the horror at some points rather than just being a thriller. It was quite scary, and I shouldn't have like carried on reading it before bed last night. I had to kind of watch something before I went to sleep last night because I was thinking, oh, you know, could be somebody coming through my ceiling. I don't know. There is an apartment above me. What's the family upstairs doing? But it was very good. And again, this was just something on my July TBR that was getting me towards my 7-book goal for the week, and was also a 5-star read. I was well beyond 1,000 pages, so it kind of doesn't count towards that bad. But I did also try to read a different book for the book I should have read last year badge. However, I ended up not finishing this one, and that was When Katie Met Cassidy by Camille Perry. You can see I got to around about 100 pages with this one. I had the audiobook, and I was just kind of hating it. I was kind of hating Cassidy. I couldn't, and I was like, there are so many other books that I want to read. If I stop reading this one now, I can carry on with my Kindle book. I can finish off My Life as an Ice Cream Sandwich, which I didn't think I was going to actually get to finish off during the readathon, and I finished at like 11:50, so I did. And I think if I hadn't DNF'd this one, then I wouldn't have managed to finish that one. So this one is now leaving my bookshelves. It is gone. It's a shame that the DNF happened in the readathon, but I'm kind of glad that I picked it up during the readathon, because I might have kept going otherwise and then just ended up giving it a bad review. Whereas just stopping and not finishing it and moving it on to somebody else who might like it and might not find Katie completely judgmental and homophobic, then you know, they might like it. You never know. You never know. So I met all the challenges. I read, how many books did I read? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I read 9 books? I think I read 9 books. 3, no, we're not counting that one. So I read 8 books and 100 pages of another book. So I did 1, 2, 3 audiobooks, 1 ebook, and the rest physical books. That's quite cool. One of those was a graphic novel. One of those was non-fiction. I had a mixture of adult, middle grade, and young adult in there, and I also had my 2 adult books, well, my 4 adult books. I had 2 women's fiction, 1 thriller, and 1 non-fiction. That's quite cool as well. I think I've read quite diversely this week. I didn't look at that when I was putting my TBR together, but I think I like mixing up the genres that I'm reading anyway. And of course, I watched the movie in there as well, and I worked all 5 days and hung out with my parents on Monday and took them to the airport on Tuesday. So overall, I think, you know, the reading rush was a big win for me, and I enjoyed everything that I read except for the thing that I DNF'd, and I'm glad I DNF'd it and didn't stick with it. And this has been a very long outro, so if you made it this far, definitely leave me a comment letting me know that you made it this far. Even if you just skipped to this bit and didn't watch the vlog stuff, let me know. There is another readathon at the end of August, so I will have another reading vlog coming up for you at the end of next month. I will have that book versus movie coming up for you, my July wrap up, my August TBR, some unboxing, my July book haul. There are so many exciting videos coming up soon. I'm going to be busy sitting in front of this camera for you for quite some time now that the reading rush is over. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe so that those videos land in your subscription feed. If you did enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment and let me know. I will be back with another video soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.